Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so today before you leave. And make sure to thumbs up the video and to share on all the social media networks that you happen to be on at this time. Alright, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I hope everybody is having a swell week so far. And thank God that we're getting ready to slide into the weekend, okay? I don't know about you, but I'm very happy about that. Alright, well, let's get into the video today. So, this is a topic that dropped into my spirit like the other day. And it actually happened after I watched an episode of Ellen. Yeah, I was watching Ellen and Jennifer Hudson was on there. So she had this new song called Remember Me. I believe that's the title of it. It was really good. And I'm very happy that she's back. Yay, Denny. And she looked real cute. She had her hair flipped up and she had a cute outfit on. She was doing it, like she always does. And so she had an interview after her performance. And she was just talking about her life and how her son is doing and her family and everything. And so, as you know, she is engaged to wrestler David Otunga. So they have been engaged like for eternity now. And when I say eternity, I mean 9 years. Okay. So Ellen was like, so you guys been engaged 9 years. So you're not married yet, right? You're not, trying to get married yet. And she's like, no, I'm not in a hurry. He ain't going nowhere, and I ain't going nowhere. So, I'm not really in a hurry to get wed anytime soon. So, so that just kind of like when I heard her say that, I guess it just kind of made me think, I don't know. It just made me feel some type of way because hey, that's her life, and we all have to, make our bed and lay in it, sure enough. But it kind of made me think, like, why? Like, it made me think, what is she thinking? Like, why would you make that kind of statement, I guess, or, why are you feeling, what's making you feel that kind of way? Because I feel like she knows better, and so why isn't she doing better? Because I feel like you're a beautiful woman, you're a Christian woman, you have this great life, you have many blessings bestowed upon you, like you have this great guy, and, he's an excellent father to your son, he's an excellent, husband to be to you. Why not just say I do for God's sake, and for the sake of God, indeed. Like, why not? Like, for me, I just feel like for them, that's the next step for them. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's a little oddball that they feel like they don't need to rush to get married because they feel like, he ain't going nowhere, she ain't going nowhere. That's my boo thing, so we really don't need to rush down the altar. And I remember a conversation with her a few years ago, her and Oprah told her, don't feel like you gotta get married, you don't have to rush and get married. Well, then, that's Oprah. Like, who would take advice from Oprah on love, marriage, or relationships at all? Like, Oprah Winfrey is great. I love Oprah, I really do. I totally admire her. She's somebody I look up to. But I don't think I would look up to Oprah for love advice or, marriage. She's not the person to look up to because look at her. She's a woman in her 60s who's been with a guy for over 20, 30 some years, and she ain't never married him and don't plan on it, So, and Oprah has a different kind of mindset. Like, she's very, like, yeah, she has a kind of worldly sort of mindset and Oprah, she's a Christian, type of spiritual type of woman herself. Yes, in some regards, she is, that way, but, you can just tell, she has other, viewpoints as well, and then she has, like, her time where she's a little more practical about, certain things, and just the way she looks at things, she's a little more worldly, and, she's Oprah. That's funny. Like, when you talk about Oprah, like, when you try to think of an adjective to describe her, all you can use is her first name. She's Oprah. She's Oprah. So I'm like, why in the world would you, I just feel like Jennifer Hudson, like, took Oprah's advice, and so now we have I'm not saying that's not Jennifer Hudson's viewpoint on her own, but I feel like in part she's kind of like, she kind of ate that, spoonful of advice that Oprah was feeding her. She ate that fodder that she fed her, and now she's spitting that out like a few years later. We taking our time Because I don't know, I just think it's kind of weird that these guys are waiting, and I'm like, you guys have been together 9 years, stop playing. Why would Jennifer Hudson want to do a common law marriage? Jennifer Hudson, you are better than that. You are too beautiful for that. And Jennifer Hudson from Inglewood. Inglewood is not that far from me because I want a South Side just like she is. Now, in my mind, I think that's the hood in her. Like, and she's not a hood girl, but she's from that area where women are doing what she's doing. All she's doing is celebrities like her kind of glamorize that lifestyle, because girls from her hood is looking at her like, well, Jennifer Hudson doing it, so, what's wrong with me living with my man, not marrying him or whatever, what's wrong with that? But she comes from that kind of background where she's, lived around other women, it could be women in her family too, who may be doing the same thing, so I don't know if it's a thing that's internal inside of her, or whatever, what have you, but I think it's something it's like, I don't want to use this expression, but it's very common. Oh, you can take the person out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person. So it's like, that's that hood part that's kind of still there, where it's like, well, this is what I saw when I was growing up. And I don't know, and I don't like that, because I feel like it's something with, our black girls, we're trying to, push them in a more positive way. And I just feel like that's not really the way to go about it. Now, she has to live for herself, but I think she is somewhat of a role model. You can kind of think of her as one in a sense, but I don't know. I don't think that she's trying to be a role model. I think she just trying to live her life, which is fair enough. We're not asking her to be a role model, but I don't know. I think, because she does a lot of community work and everything too, but especially with, losing her nephew and her family so tragically, she, has the Julian King Foundation and everything, so she does a lot of community work anyway, definitely, partly because of that, but, I don't know. I mean, you think little girls will look up to her in the community? You think they look at her and be like, oh, if Jenny did it, I can do it too, so I don't know. I just think it's just crazy that she would want to do that. Cause I'm like, you are Jennifer Hudson. Like, you, why would you not have a man marry you? Like, do you think you're not good enough to commit to? Cause I think differently. So I don't know what her mindset is. Is that just a mutual decision that he and she made, or is that something that he's not willing to give her and she's accepting that? So that's what I'm wondering. So I don't know. Anyway, so here's a Bible verse. I gotta feed you spiritually. I gotta give you the word. So 2 Corinthians 1:17. Was I fickle when I intended to do this? Or do I make my plans in a worldly manner so that in the same breath I say both yes, yes, and no, no? Now I just thought, I was like, Lord, like, wow, Lord just spoke. The Lord really spoke in that verse. Was I fickle when I intended to do this? Do I make my plans in a worldly manner? In the same breath, I'm saying yes, I'm saying no. Now, you know what? That remind me of that Beyonce song, the Destiny Child song. You be saying yeah, when it's really no. That's what it is. That verse ties in with that. It's like you're saying yes and no. In the same sentence, you're fickle when you intend to do things. You can't seem to make up your mind in the way you're thinking, and making decisions. You make decisions in a worldly manner, meaning God is not really involved in this. And that's what I want to get to. How do we make our plans? Is God involved in all aspects or just in some aspects? Because it just makes you wonder. Now I'm not picking on Jennifer Hudson. I love Jennifer Hudson. I really, really do. Tyler Perry is another person I want to mention. He has a baby with his girlfriend outside of wedlock, of course, outside of marriage. So he's another person. And this guy, Tyler Perry, I don't know if y'all ever seen the video where he prays in tongues over TD Jakes. Put his hand on his head, prayed in tongues. I thought it was really beautiful. Now, Tyler Perry is another person that we really, really look up to. I would say in the black community, as well as just in general, in the artistic community, I think he's awesome. But it's just weird that it seems like in our community, that's so popular to the point that even once we make it big, we still fall under the same old bad habits. So I think it's hard to tell a person from what they're used to. It's ingrown, innate, because a part of them, only God can break that down. But do they want him to do that, or do they feel they can manage these areas alone, and they'll consult with God on other things? So that's the ideology I came up with. That's my thesis. That's my theory. I feel like, I wonder, is it something within Tyler Perry and Jennifer Hudson and any other celebrity we've seen, black, white, whatever, like, as far as, and the reason why I'm touching on the sex, relationships, love, and marriage and having babies and stuff, because that's the area that it always is, they show, that they've been affected in some kind of way. And, this is what we're seeing, what we see, this is what we see. This is where the behavior that we're seeing that's put on display. We're seeing her say, oh, we're not rushing to get married. We're seeing him have, a baby with his girlfriend. He's not married to her, which is very common in our community. They do that every day. Somebody doing that right now while I'm recording. That happens all the time. So I feel like, as far as Tyler Perry and Jennifer Hudson, they're just glamorizing it because they are who they are. They're figureheads. They're our celebrities. So they just make it look more glamorous, So if a girl in the neighborhood do it, it's like she may feel more justified because she got excuse me, guys. She just may feel a little bit more justified because you got big people, big name people doing it or whatever, as well as other people around her who are falling under that same sort of trap, fall into that same old ghetto kind of mentality, and I just feel like, stuff like that low rates us, and white, I'm not saying white women don't do it too, or other races don't do it too, of course, and with the shacking up thing, of course, that happens all the time. Like, it's just so weird with a lot of people feel like getting serious in your relationship is when y'all move in together. Getting serious when your relationship is when he go get a ring. Like, that should come first. But, we have a twisted kind of society, so I feel like it's up to us to break the chains. And, we have to throw out this toxic, get rid of the toxicity. It's too much toxic information, too much toxic viewpoints, and start breaking these bad habits. And only God can really, come in and allow God to come in and purify us, whether it be black community or just every community as a whole. Everyone, especially with women, like you have to want more for yourself. It doesn't matter what color you are, you need to want more for yourself and know that I am worth more than just throwing my legs open, impregnating me, and then, convincing me that marriage is not a big deal because you told me you love me. No, that's not enough. That's not enough, homie, okay? No, you're going to need to walk me down the aisle. I need to walk down the aisle to you, okay? We're going to have to commit. We're going to need to commit to this. Not just for a legal reason, because the marriage is pure, it's ordained by God, it's holy, and, it's very fruitful as well. So, yeah. But I just think marriage has never been a thing that has been pushed, especially in the black community. I did another video about this like months ago, but I feel like it's just never been really pushed as much as like, girl, when you gonna have some kids? I feel like we always like, let's have a baby. We always forever getting pregnant, instead of, forever getting married. Like, get married, first. Everybody says, yeah, have plenty of it. Have a house full of kids. I love kids, but you probably need to, get wed, get married. Why are people so against, marriage? Marriage is shunned, whereas like having a kid is like, oh, okay, you should have some kids. And then you got people like this who are doing it with celebrities, and so they're doing the same backward kind of behavior, backward living. It's just supported, and so it looks more glamorized. But it's the same old crap. It's the same old ghetto crap, but it's just, when they do it out there on the big screen in Hollywood, it looks good. These big celebrities are doing it, So I don't know. I mean, they living their lives. You gotta live yours too. You have to make decisions. You gotta make good decisions for you. Make prudent decisions. I always encourage that, and always be prayerful in everything you do. Go to God, talk to God about what it is you're doing. And as far as looking up to celebrities, if you are being hoodwinked. Looking at celebrities. Don't put your trust in mere humans. They are as frail as breath. What good are they? Isaiah 2:22. Okay, and that's looking at celebrities or listening to somebody, some guy tell you, baby, don't worry about that. We ain't gotta get married. I love you. No. Don't put your trust in mere humans, okay? They really are. It's frail as breath, okay? They're so fickle, okay? They interchange from one day to the next. So don't put too much hope and faith in that. All right. But that's all I have for you today. It's just something that fell in my spirit, and I just felt, the need to get on and just talk a little bit about it and kind of see where you guys' minds that are on the subject. So I would love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Visit the Lisa Renee Boutique if you haven't been already. Get you something cute. Send me a picture. Let me see how you looking in it. Share it, share it on, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Pick up my book, Long Way to Love, on Amazon.com. Yes. Yes. All right. You can go to my White Shop pages, or either you can go on my actual boutique page, which is on StoreEnvy.com. And I'll drop all the links below. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And you guys have a very blessed weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.